Hey everybody, Grant here again. I just want to take a couple of minutes and kind of touch base on the fact what's going on in the world and how things have gotten absolutely crazy. Right now, we've got the big coronavirus outbreak that's happening all over the world, and this is going to blow over. These things always do. About every 4 to 8 years, something like this will come up. But what does this really mean for you? Now, there's a couple of different factors to look at real quick here. First off, I feel really bad for a lot of people who can't go to work or they're afraid to go to work because they're concerned about getting sick. They have to deal with people and whatnot. Or in a lot of places here in the U.S., they've actually shut down a lot of the restaurants. You can only do takeout. Well, what people who rely on tips, servers, and things like that, they don't have work. So first and foremost, this is all the more reason that you absolutely need to be creating some kind of passive income for yourself, because you never know when something like this can happen. And if you've got income streams set up that will continuously pay you during these horrible, awful times or whatever's going on in the world, you never have to worry about it, then your whole life will be better. You'll stress less, which will keep you healthier. So these kinds of situations, just FYI, this is one of the textbook reasons why you need to be creating passive income. Problem is, if you wait until the situation arises, it becomes infinitely more difficult, because if you're like, I need the money right now, it takes a little time to build these things up. So don't be saying, well, crap, Grant, it's too late, I'm screwed. No, start now so that you don't have to worry about it the next time this comes up, because it is going to happen again. I promise you. Now, here's the other side of that, is that when the world goes crazy like this, people start getting concerned about, how am I going to make money and what am I going to do? And the truth of the matter is, there's always a way to make money. Now, with what's been going on, the stock market here has crashed. It's had some absolutely horrible weeks, worst weeks in some of the worst weeks on record, period. Some of the worst days on record, period. And a lot of people, I talked to someone the other day who was really upset, to say the least, because he lost $70,000 in his portfolio in a day. And the truth of the matter is that understanding the market, for instance, and this is just one example, haven't lost any money. I've actually made quite a bit of money, because I picked certain stocks that I knew for a fact were going to go down, and I watched them go down, and I made money because they went down. It's not because I bought them. It's all about options trading and whatnot. And I'm creating a course on that. It's got delayed a little bit because with what's going on in the market, I need a little bit more of a standard display to show you guys. And what's going on in the market right now is not duplicatable, because you never know when this sort of thing is going to happen. But because the market went down, I actually made a lot of money. Now, here's the other side of that coin, is that when things go bad, people think they're going to go bad forever. And when things are good, people think they're going to go good forever. It's a flaw that we have in our thinking. So right now, there are so many stocks or whatnot that have dropped down dramatically in their value, and people they're selling them if they've got them, because, I don't want to lose more money. I don't want to lose money. You don't lose any money until you sell, by the way. But looking at this, a lot of these stocks are so low, but they're going to go back up. I'm going to give you one example. One of the ones that I picked up recently, Oxy Petroleum. They recently purchased Anadarko. It's a big oil company, and between the coronavirus and some other things that are happening in other parts of the world, the oil and energy stocks have absolutely tanked. They have gone way down. But here's the thing, they're going to go back up. It might take 6 months, it might take 9 months, it might take a year, but they're going to go back up. So if you can start creating some additional income, putting income aside so you can take and invest in things like this, you would be in a dramatically better position. If you had even $1,000 and you were to purchase the Oxy stock just a couple of days ago, last Friday, it's Monday now, it closed at over $14 a share, but it was selling at $10 earlier that week. So $1,000 would have become $1,400. $400 not a ton of money, but if $10,000 would have become $14,000. By the way, that same $10,000 when they were $10 a share, so you bought 10,000 shares of them, if you had that kind of money available, and it goes back up to what it was trading at, which is about $35 to $45 a share, $10,000 becomes $35 to $45,000. Again, buying these things that have gone down, when the market tanks like this, you need to be prepared and have some of that additional income so that you can actually purchase these things, because they will go back up. I can guarantee it. That's just how the nature of this whole thing works. So with that, there's another energy company. I just picked up 1,000 shares of that too, because it took a pretty big hit. I'm not saying go out and buy a bunch of stocks and whatnot. However, what I am saying is you have to educate yourself so that you've got these methods of creating passive income, whether it's through the stock market, the real estate market. There's some stuff going on there as well. Just a ton of different markets where there's, because of these horrible things that are happening in the world, you have a chance to make money. Now, I do want to say I've had a few people go, well, Grant, don't you feel awful? You're making money it's a horrible time. People are getting sick and you're making money. And here's the thing. People are getting sick whether I make money or not. They're not getting sick because I'm making money. It's things are happening in the world, and they're going to happen no matter what. So it's either they happen and I don't make money, or they happen and I do make money. And here's the thing: I love being able to give money away, being able to donate money to places that need it. But I need money in order to do that. So when times are up, you can bet there are a ton of ways that I know how to make money. And when times are down, you can bet there's a lot of ways I know how to make money. But it was only because I took the time to learn about money, different concepts of money. Now, if you're not sure where to start, check out some of the other videos. There's some programs, some things that you can do to start creating that income. And as you start creating your passive income, you need to be setting a percentage of that, or as much of it as possible, aside. Maybe you've got some debt that you want to pay off, and 50% of everything that comes in goes towards that debt, but a little bit goes towards a separate account that when these sorts of things happen, you do have a surplus that you can actually spend some money on some other things. Whatever that looks like. So, there are tons of ways. There's some products out there. Again, there's some affiliate marketing stuff. There's selling different products on that, like online products you don't actually have to house or whatnot. There's some videos on that. There's creating training tutorials, teaching courses. Again, I've created a couple of those that have created some additional passive income, and I've taught other people how to do that as well. But the real point I want to make here is just because things are looking bleak right now doesn't mean it's not a good time to start creating that passive income, creating that additional income, and increasing your knowledge on how to make money so that when these things happen again, you're already positioned to be in a solid place. And I'm not saying just do it so that way when this happens, you're not in a bad place. Because there are people out there, they set themselves up and they're not in a bad place. They're comfortable. They've prepared for this, which is great. I'm talking about going above and beyond, and when these things happen, being able to make money on top of that. So if you're one of those people, please don't shy away from new opportunities. Don't go, oh, it's not a good time for me to figure out how to do affiliate marketing or figure out how to create training courses or anything like that. No, this is the perfect time. And don't say, oh, it's too late because the stuff's already going on. It's too late. I'll do it later. No, do it now. So that way, when this time comes up again, you will be in an entirely different position. So just because things look bleak in the world doesn't mean that they are. It's all in how you perceive them, and it is entirely based upon what it is you're willing to take action on. What are you willing to learn? What are you willing to do to put yourself in a position so that you never have to worry about this sort of thing again? So I hope you have, that's my takeaway from this whole situation. Just because it looks bad doesn't mean it is bad. If you're interested, I talk about some different ways to make money in some of my other videos. There's some training courses out there that are very inexpensive that you can utilize to actually start turning passive income and then finding ways to compound that, build that, creating multiple sources like I have. So by all means, check those out. If you want to see more as they come out, there's a few I'm looking at right now, trying to see if I want to give my thoughts on them. Make sure you click the subscribe button, click the little bell so you get notifications, like this video. Look forward to seeing you guys next time.